recent scientific investigation has unlocked the damaging secret of uncontrolled obesity and weight gain, revealing old claims to be false, with shocking results. Statistics now report the alarming climate is spreading worldwide and leading to the harsh reality that this can happen to anyone. Experts reveal that fat cells produce a vital messenger called leptin. Leptin is the most powerful hormone for appetite and metabolism control. It communicates to the brain to no longer crave food and tells the body when to start burning fat cells as energy. But the problem starts when the fat cells begin releasing an inflammatory molecule known as C-reactive protein. When CRP fuses with leptin molecules, it blocks the critical message the brain desperately needs to tell the body it's full. The metabolism is now no longer balanced, and the body goes into chaos. Enter the vicious cycle of unwanted weight gain, which can lead to extreme low energy, poor posture, obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. If we could restore balance to our metabolism, allowing leptin to enter as it should, this would assist in regulating appetite and fat burning properly. With the human body being the most sophisticated system on the planet, an advanced system requires an advanced solution to restore it back to proper order. This synergistic formula has been developed to solve this global problem and targets the essential aspects of intense fat loss, dramatic appetite control, the decrease of fat in inches, and the building of healthy, toned muscles. The body once again opens the way to excellent balance, allowing it to work in perfect harmony. The body stronger, the body leaner, the body younger, the body perfected. Zen Body, groundbreaking fat loss technology, exclusive to Jeunesse。Hello，
来自全球的新老朋友，大家好，我是 Chloe， 目前位于美国洛杉矶，又来到了每周期待的质感人生、关爱家人的健康空中课堂。那上一周呢，我们的题目是有关于 PM 与睡眠的重要性。那这周呢，我们将跟大家聊一聊有关于 AM 它的强大。那今天的这场直播秀呢，依然请到了我们大家非常喜爱的、非常有热情的 Mark 做我们的笔谈人。那么首先让我有请 Mark 跟大家打声招呼。Hello Mark, would you mind to say hello to all your fans?
Hello Chloe, it's great to be here. I love our Friday night power.
Thank you. Mark 呢是一位非常著名的美国好莱坞的私人影星的教练，他呢而且是一个专栏的作家、营养师，所以呢我们的这个 Zen 的这套产品也是由他来联合研发的。那么今天呢将会由他请出我们大家深爱的科学家啊 Dr. Vincent Chipapa。Dr. Vincent Chipapa, would you mind to say hello to all the members? We love you, very much love you.
Hello everyone, I'm excited about tonight to give you some exciting new information and the power of AM energy and focus tonight.
吉巴巴我相信大家都知道啊，他是一位非常著名的抗衰老专家，所以他曾经是获得过爱迪生奖、诺贝尔奖提名的一位科学家。我觉得我们处在了最好的时代，可以有幸在这个平台上跟吉巴巴相连接在一起工作学习，让我们获得更多的知识，可以去关爱我们的家人，所以是非常非常幸运的一件事情。那么接下来呢，我也会请到在背后一路关怀支持我们团队的这个双帅领袖 Samson， 请跟我们打声招呼好吗？
Hello everybody， 大家好 欢迎全球的伙伴们。
全部的领袖啊，也一直是我心目中的偶像啊。他在我刚开始的时候，为我们团队真的是疯狂为他啊，他帮我们真的是做出了领袖的样子。所以呢，我们很幸运是跟在他的团队才有这样的机会。那么最后呢，我就会请出我们非常有激情的那个翻译，他来自加拿大。那 Dennis 你在吗？
大家好，大家好，我是今天的翻译，谢谢。
好，那 Dennis 接下来呢，这场秀就交给你和 Mark， 那就由你请出我们的 Mark 开始我们今天的这场秀吧。
好，可以。
Thank you.
Okay, Mark, your turn now. Okay, let's start.
Let's rock and roll. Hello, everybody. Good morning and good evening based on where you are.
大家晚上好，不管你在哪里，早上好或者晚上好。
Every time I jump on the Zoom and I see Chloe and I see her smile, I just want to hug her.
我每次看到 Chloe 在这个线上这么有激情，我真的很想给她一个拥抱。
She is such a powerful leader and she organizes all of this and she created the opportunity for all of us to get together every Friday.
她真的是一个很有能量的一个领袖。我真的每个星期五在我们北美的时间，你们礼拜六的时间，真的一个很好的机会跟大家一起聊天。
Or Saturday if you're in China right now.
或者是礼拜六你们在中国内地的。
So we talked about sleep and repair with power last week.
上个礼拜我们说过，我们睡眠跟我们的能量到底有什么关系？
And tonight we're building that momentum for energy and focus.
今天我们要继续来讲，今天是我们的早上 AM 跟我们的怎么样的注意力是怎么样去连接起来的。
We're going deep into the science, so make sure you get your science hat on because it's power.
今天我们会很进去我们的科学里面，我们的 AM 到底有什么东西，所以大家真的要注意要听啊。
Dr. G is going to show how AM and Prime works incredibly well together and the deep science behind the products.
Jim Papa 我们的Jim Papa 博士会跟我们说 AM 跟我们的 Zen Prime 到底合起来它的协同作用到底有多厉害。
So if you're ready to learn about the science of AM, I want you to type in 10.
如果你知道你真的想听的话，请在聊天室里面打一个10。
Now I have 3 quick things to share with you, 5 minutes, and then it goes right to Dr. G and Papa.
我有3个很快的东西想跟大家分享。
I want everyone, if you are in United States, Canada, if you're on the Eastern or Pacific time zone, I want you to mark down Thursday, May 14th.
如果大家是住在北美，不管你是美国或者加拿大的话，我想你在你的日历表里面写的我们礼拜4晚上。
If you are in Greater China, I want you to mark down May 15th.
如果你是在中国地区或者亚洲的话，就是5月15号。
Chloe already committed that she's going to do our workout. This was from last night, and this morning we're doing 5:15 in Greater China at 10 a.m.
这个是我们这个礼拜的，因为下个礼拜我们的 Chloe 总裁领袖已经答应了，他一定会参加在5月15号礼拜六的时间会做一个运动。
It's if you're in the U.S. or Canada, it's 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday.
如果你是在美国或者加拿大的话，是东部时间晚上10点钟，是西部时间是7点钟晚上。
We had a packed house yesterday, and we had live music from DJ Rancan himself.
我们全部有很多人都在一起做运动，还有我们的 DJ 也在一起做这个音乐。
I brought my son Hunter out, and we did an at-home workout, 10 minutes of power.
我跟我的儿子 Hunter 一起在我们家里一起跟大家做了一个很有能量的10分钟的一个运动。
So it's full Mandarin and English, full translation.
它是有普通话跟英语一起做的一个运动。
So if you're prepared for the workout, if you're ready to go, and you're going to show up next week, I want you to give me a number 1.
如果你下个礼拜你会参加的话，就在聊天板里面打一个1。
Let me see all the ones.
让我看看每个人都在打一没有。
The reason why this matters is because as you live this program, as you use these products, we got to find fun ways to stay active.
那个是很重要的，因为我们如果在用这个产品参加这个计划的话，你一定要保持你的活跃，一定要怎么样去坚持下去，怎么保持活跃，还要玩得开心。
Samson and Dennis thought it was this morning because they didn't understand the time difference. So Samson woke up early, no workout.
其实我跟我们的领袖 Samson 以为是我们北美时间的礼拜五早上，我们一早起来就想做运动，原来是已经是过去了，是昨天晚上。
We're doing a workout every week, so get ready for that. We'll be sharing the Zoom link every Monday, and Dr. G and Papa is going to do some workouts with us as well.
我们这个是每个礼拜都会做的一个运动，所以每个人一定要每个礼拜在做，然后我们礼拜一会这个分享给大家。
I love all those ones. Keep them coming.
我很喜欢很多一的在我们的聊天板里面。
Now look, just a reminder, we're building off that. Download your Zen booklet. You're still cutting the foods that bloat you.
大家还要记住，每次我们这个线的计划的话，我们还是一定要继续，你要下载我们的手册，然后继续我们要减少我们要吃的东西。
You're still adding all the clean foods to optimize your body and balance it with cutting-edge products.
我们还是要有干净的食物，还有优化我们的身体的话，我们还要拿我们最好的产品，一直在达到一个很好的平衡。
And every morning I start with a Zen Fuse, a Reserve, and 3 a.m.
我每天早上一开始就是我的 Zen Fuse Reserve， 然后我就还有3颗的 AM 一起开始一天的开始。
And that's what Dr. G is going to talk about, how energy and focus can completely shift with your AM products.
等一下我们的 Jim Papa 博士就会跟我们说 AM 到底有什么作用，把我们的集中力做得那么好。
And then we're also going to work in how Prime, the combination with AM from a digestive perspective and Shape from a metabolism perspective, also assists with energy and focus.
还有跟我们的 Prime 跟我们的消化系统有这么好的一个配合，还有跟我们的 Sense Shape 在我们新陈代谢的话，怎么样是配合出来的？
So your first action item is show up to the workout next week.
你第一个要做的作业就是下个礼拜一定要出来参加我们的运动。
Every week you're going to walk away with workouts to do every day.
每个礼拜我们会教你们做，然后是每天你怎么样去继续做这个运动。
Your second action item is stay on plan. Keep eating. You're still cutting, cleaning, and flushing and improving your body.
你还要第二要做的话，就是继续我们的计划，我们一定要干净，我们怎么样去代谢，还有我们去怎么样去减少我们的水肿。
And the third thing is, as you're going to learn tonight, it's about the focus is going to be your energy and your focus.
今天还有第三，我们要继续等一下我们会学到我们的能量跟我们的集中力。
And just like last week, we wanted to take your sleep to another level. We're taking your energy and focus to another level.
好像上个礼拜我们讲的 PM 就是把我们的睡眠带到另外一个阶段。今天是我们把我们的能量跟我们集中力带到另外一个层段。
Now the last thing I want to share is something special to my heart.
还有最后我要跟大家分享一个是真的我的在信里面跟大家分享的。
So today is one of the most special days in my family's life.
今天是一个很重要的日子，在我家庭里面是一个很重要的日子。
And I almost asked Samson and Chloe and Dr. G and Dennis, could you just do tonight for me? I might miss tonight.
其实他很想今天不参加我们的这个会议了，因为他真的今天是一个很重要的一个日子对他来讲。
But every week I've seen us grow. I've seen the passion from each of you.
因为我每个礼拜看到你们每个我们的参加的人数越来越多，我真的很感受到我们的热情。
So about an hour ago, my daughter Hope, we just sang her happy birthday because she turned 5 today.
今天是我的女儿 Hope 的5岁的生日，我刚刚1个小时以前跟她唱这个生日歌。
And I've shared how Zen Fuse has helped her tremendously because of her digestive challenges.
其实Zen Fuse 对我的女儿来讲帮助了很多，因为她有很多消化的问题。
And I said, Hope, I'm going to go do a great coaching call with so many of my dear friends.
我刚才跟他说，我现在要先走开，要做一个很好的这个培训，跟我的很好世界上每个好朋友一起做一个培训。
And she said, okay, Daddy, go help people get healthy.
他说好，没关系，爸爸你去了，你去帮助另外一些有需要的人。
I want you to realize that this movement, what we're doing, are changing people's lives.
我想大家记住，这个其实我们做这个 SEN 的计划其实我们是改变很多人的生活。
And what you're going to learn tonight at a cellular level, at a DNA level, Dr. G is going to break it down.
今天晚上我们会学到我们在我们的细胞的成化上，还有我们的 DNA 的程度里面，怎么样去把我们的细胞跟 DNA 改善。
And I want all of you to know that my heart, my love is with you, and that's why on one of our biggest days as a family, I want to be with you.
虽然今天是我一个很重要，我家庭一个很重要的日子，但是我对你们的爱，我对你们的热情，我一直在跟你们一起在陪伴在一起。
So without further ado, I'm going to take notes. I'll keep the chat alive. Dr. G is going to share his magic about the power of AM.
好，现在我也要做一点笔记，我要跟我们的基恩爸爸博士一起要学，教今天的 AM 的力量是什么。Welcome,
Standing ovation, Dr. G.
Dr. G, 基恩爸爸，欢迎。
I'm going to share my screen so we can see some very important images with all of you.
我先分享我的荧幕，我的 PowerPoint， 我的图像。
You know, so one of the most important things we all strive for in the morning is to have the energy and focus to have a successful day.
其实我们每天早上一起来的话，最重要的是我怎么样把我们自己的精力、我们的注意力，怎么样去做得更好。
After a great night's sleep, which we talked about last week, the most important thing is to prepare our bodies for a successful day in this 21st century lifestyle we have.
其实我们上个礼拜讲过，我们睡眠有一个很好的睡眠以后，第二天每天早上起来的时候，我们要怎么样准备去把我们的一天做得更好。
AM/PM has been designed to be the base of the YES system.
其实 AM/PM 其实是我们的 YES 细胞优化系统里面的最基础的一个产品。
So AM and PM, particularly AM, helps all the cells in our body be more receptive to the ingredients in the other YES system products.
其实 AM/PM 其实大部分就是 AM 来讲，最重要的是它可以把我们的身体每一个细胞打开，怎么样去把其他的我们细胞优化系统，我们其他的产品怎么样更容易去吸收。
So the two types of cells in our body are mainly the cells that we see and make up our body, the somatic or body cells.
其实我们身体里面有两个重要的细胞，有一个是我们的成人的细胞。
And then the stem cells that are responsible for replacing the body cells as they're worn out or damaged.
其实另外一个就是我们的肝细胞，肝细胞就是我们普通我们人体的细胞，把它去修复，把它去改变。
Now, both of these cells have to be able to produce the energy in order to keep them working functionally.
其实两种细胞也是一定要产生能量，才可以把它们的功用做得更好。
And we're going to talk about how AM's ingredients really help those cells to perform the duty they need to do, but also to make tremendous amounts of more energy.
今天我们要讲的就是我们 AM 里面的成分，怎么样去帮助这种细胞可以做成他们应该要做的责任，他们要做的任务。
So today we look at each one of our cells as a mini computer.
今天我们想一想，我们每一个细胞就是一个很像很小的一个计算机一样。
And inside that mini cell or computer is our software, but this software is made up of DNA.
其实我们每一个计算机、每一个电脑里面，就是我们的硬体、我们的软体，就是我们的 DNA。
Just as the computer software can crash due to infections with the virus, so can our genetic software in our cells crash if it suffers too much damage.
其实我们好像我们的电脑一样，我们有很多我们的软件可以给那个去做的不好的话，其实我们身体的细胞也是一样，有时候有的不好的东西走进来的话，我们的身体的能量运动就是不好了。
So when this happens inside our cells, we suffer poor health and we age quickly.
如果不好的话，这个情况要发生的话，其实我们身体就不会，我们会比较老化的快一点。
Today we're going to talk about one of the very important, if you will, genetic software programs in our cell. That is the AM or day software program.
其实就是我们的 AM 就是我们的基因的一个软体程序来的，怎么样去把我们的 AM 去把真的我们的细胞做得更好。
So everybody understands there's two formulas that are different for each time of the day. And the most
大家知道每天里面有两种，我们有的早上的还有晚上的。
So energy and focus has been designed into the AM tablets by choosing specific ingredients.
其实我们的能量跟我们的专注力就是它的就是重视在我们的 AM 的成分里面。
500,000 years ago, we as human beings evolved because we needed to have energy and focus first thing in the morning so we could survive.
其实在50万年前已经开始，我们就需要每天一早起来的话，就做一个有能量的这东西，就是我们怎么样去研究我们的早上的能量的一个很大的一个进展。
So early man at that time had to have the energy to hunt and gain food, but also the focus and energy to avoid being eaten alive by many of the prehistoric animals and dangers that were present at that time.
其实那个时候我们是要有很多精力去怎么样去捕捉我们的食物，但是我们还有我们的集中力，我们的注意力的话，去防止我们被其他的撑开。
So today we still have to have that same energy and focus in the modern world, but that in order to avoid the stress that we're exposed to.
其实在现在我们的现代的世界之中也是一样的，同样的我们需要能量去做我们一天的工作，还有我们的每天的专注力也是一样很重要的。
So the term we use for this genetic software that really takes control of our cells in the morning is called chronobiology.
其实我们很重要的一个，现在我们的基因的软体里面，我们就用的就是我们的计时生物学。
And it actually is genetically programmed in every one of the 100 trillion cells we have.
其实，在我们每个细胞就1000亿万的细胞里面的每一个细胞里面，都有一个基因的程式设计在里面。
So in essence, every one of the cells in our body has a biological clock genetically built into it.
其实我们每一个细胞都有一个我们的生物时钟在我们的每一个细胞里面。
And to use a Oriental term, AM is like the yin and PM is like the yang. And there needs to be a balance of both to have optimal health.
好像我们这样的 AM 就是我们的阳，我们的 PM 就是我们的阴阳。
And this creates the balance for optimal health.
这个就是把我们的一个平衡，我们的真的最好的能量，我们的身体的健康的最好一个平衡。
So the body basically needs the key ingredients to produce the energy and restore focus first thing in the morning. And that's the focus of AM.
其实我们的 AM 就是最注意的，就是我们一早上第一件事，怎么样把我们的 AM 的重点是把我们的 AM 怎么样去专注在我们的能量里面。
So we normally recommend people take 2 AM tablets in the morning.
我通常建议每个人都在一早上都吃2片我们的 AM，
with your breakfast.
跟我们的早餐一起去服用。
So the ingredients in AM have digestive enzymes and probiotics, which help with obtaining more macronutrients from the food we eat in the morning.
其实 AM 的成分里面有我们的消化酶跟我们的益生菌，还有我们从早上里面吃到很多营养素在我们的 AM 里面。
Now, one of the most important things we also need in the morning with breakfast in AM is protein.
其实另外一个很重要的，我们在吃 AM 或者是早餐里面的最重要的就是我们的蛋白质。
Now, protein is the key building block to virtually everything in our bodies.
其实蛋白质就是我们身体每一个关键的组成里面的最重要的一个基本的要素。
This is why Zen Fuse, together with AM first thing in the morning, is the ideal way to start your day for energy and focus.
其实我们的 Zen Fuse 跟我们的 AM 一起合配出来的话，我们每天的早上，因为它的蛋白质跟我们 AM 的成分加起来是一个很好的一天的开始。
So I'll tell you my personal little regiment.
我跟你说一说我自己个人的经验。
So I take an extra AM and sometimes two at lunchtime as well, especially if I need extra energy.
其实我自己每天在吃午餐的时候，有时吃一粒或者再加多1-2颗的 AM。如果那一天我要更多的能量、更专注力的话。
So based on what your needs are for the day or what you want to accomplish, you can take an extra AM or two instead of these high energy drinks which contain way too much sugar.
其实如果你需要你每天的需求来讲，如果你那天需要更多的能量的话，你可以只是再吃多一点1粒或者2粒的 AM，来代替我们的能量的人品的制品的话，这样的话对我们的身体会好一点。
The other Zen products like Zen Fit are also excellent sources of extra protein and amino acids to work together with AM, even if it's in the middle of the day, to give you that extra energy and focus that you need.
还有我们的 Zen Fit 也是一个很好的一个产品，把我们额外要吸收的蛋白质或者我们的氨基酸的话，这个的话 Zen Fit 我们在如果下午、中午的时候需要特别多的能量的那一天，可以也是用 Zen Fit 来代替。
So let's take a peek at what is inside each one of those tablets of AM.
在我们再看看，其实每一个 AM 的里面到底有什么东西。
So most people find it hard to believe that in each one of those AM tablets are over 70 different ingredients.
其实很多人都不可以相信的，其实一小的一粒 AM 里面有超过70种不同的成分在里面。
So AM includes your complete complement of vitamins and minerals.
其实 AM 是有包括你全部你需要的维生素跟矿物质在里面。
The key fatty acids that you need to decrease inflammation.
那我们关键的我们需要的脂肪酸去减去我们的炎症的话，也是在里面。
And help make the neurotransmitters that are very so important in order for mental focus and memory.
其实也有帮助我们的神经怎么样去运送我们的信号的话，这个是增加我们的精神的焦点跟集中力跟记忆是很好一个成分在里面。
Combinations of specific ingredients like resveratrol and other key ingredients that actually can turn different genes on and other genes off for optimal health.
其实里面还有很多，比如说百里芦醇或者其他的很好的成分，把我们的不同的基因把它打开，把不需要的基因把它关闭，这个也是在 AM 里面的一个很多的成分可以做到这一点。
And a large group of compounds that help produce energy inside the cell.
还有我们很多的化合物在里面的话，这生产化合物可以把我们生产多一点我们的能量，细胞的能量。
Green tea, barley extract, royal jelly.
还有我们的绿茶的，然后我们的果冻，我们的大麦的提取物就在里面。
And a number of other compounds that work inside the cell, the special little organ of the cell called mitochondria.
还有很多其他很多的我们的成分里面可以帮助我们的身体细胞里面的好像线粒体这样都一起去打造一个很好的一个环境在里面。
These tiny little organelles called mitochondria are in large number when we're young, and they produce tremendous amounts of energy when we're young.
其实这个就是我们那个小的细胞器，我们叫做腺体质。这样的话，其实帮助我们小的时候，我们的身体怎么样去成长。
So as we get older, we lose the number of the mitochondria, and they make less energy.
其实这个线粒体的话，我们的衰老，我们的老化的时候，线粒体就会越来越少。这样的话，我们的能量就越来越少。
So the key energy compound that these mitochondria make is called ATP.
其实这个线粒体产生的就是我们做这 ATP 这个化合物，把我们是做我们的能量的。
Now, another group of ingredients in AM include blue-green algae and seaweed extracts.
还有我们另外一个成分就是我们的蓝绿色一个 algae 一个菌的一个成分。
And these help with stem cell function and help maintain the stem cells in number.
这个海草的话，就可以把我们的干细胞去提高我们的干细胞的成分，在我们身体里面的均衡。
Another group have to do with helping to make the base formula of new hormones, virtually all the hormones in our body.
其实另外一个就是把我们的荷尔蒙怎么样制造我们的荷尔蒙的，去补充我们的荷尔蒙的一个配方。
And these compounds also help with thyroid function, which determines how quickly we can burn off our body fat and have more energy.
其实另外就有一个我们的成分里面可以帮助我们的甲状腺就是怎么样去解决我们增加我们的能量，去减少燃烧我们的脂肪。
And lastly, one of the most important groups of compounds are the digestive enzymes.
其实另外一种最重要的就是我们的消化酶。
Now, these enzymes include compounds that help digest carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and also leafy vegetables.
其实这个消化酶就是帮助我们消化我们的碳水化合物、我们的蛋白质、脂肪跟我们的蔬菜之类的那个化合物。
So when you look at the ingredients on the label, you'll see that many of these ingredients have been part of traditional Chinese medicine for centuries.
如果你看看我们的产品里面的标签里面的成分，很多都是我们好像在中国我们的成分的中药里面所用到的一个天然的成分。
So let's take a look at how these ingredients actually work once we swallow them.
我们要先看看，如果我们吞进去的话，其实在里面发生了什么的状态。
So these ingredients, once they're swallowed, go into our bloodstream and they travel to the cell.
其实我们一吞进去的话，它会进去我们的细胞里面，我们的血液里面。
When they arrive at the outer layer of the cell, they send the signal to the interior of the cell.
如果它接到我们的细胞的外层的话，它会发出一个信号，那个信号就会可以传达到我们的细胞的里面。
Now this signal is made up of a tiny protein that activates different genes.
其实这个信号就是可以去唤醒我们很多的基因在里面。
So these special proteins come from the outside of the cell and travel into the center of the cell to the chromosomes.
其实就是我们这种的特别的一个蛋白质，就是从我们的细胞进到我们的染色体里面。
So a chromosome is like your shirt covering your arm. It's the covering. The covering would be the chromosome, and if I pull my sleeve back, my arm would be the DNA.
其实我们的染色体就好像我们穿衣服那个袖子一样。如果这个袖子就是我们的染色体，然后我们拿开我们的袖子的话，就是里面我的手就是我们的 DNA。
So once that protein hits the covering or the chromosome opens up, and the DNA, the genetic software, is exposed.
如果我们一打开我们的染色体一开始的话，其实我们的 DNA， 我们的细胞的这个细胞 DNA 就会露出来。
At this time, another protein actually wraps around the DNA and travels down the strand of DNA.
那个时候就会另外一种我们的蛋白质就会抱住我们的 DNA， 然后就从那个 DNA 里面进去我们真的 DNA 的链子的里面走。
And this protein now copies the genetic information and creates a long strand of protein.
那个时候我们这个蛋白质就会复制我们的遗传的那个信号，然后去产生另外一串长的一个蛋白质。
Now that protein then will leave the center of the cell, and the covering, the chromosome slides closed again.
那个时候那个蛋白质就会走出来，然后出来之后，另外一个蛋白质就会叫我们的染色体就把我们的 DNA 再盖起来，关闭起来。
So it's very important to understand that DNA is the software.
我们要最重要的要理解的，其实 DNA 就是我们的软件。
RNA is the protein that is copied from the genetic software of the DNA.
那个 RNA 就是我们的一个复制，我们一个从我们的软体里面复制出来的一个 DNA 的蛋白质。
And the RNA together forms the proteins.
其实那个 RNA 就是会变成我们的需要的蛋白质。
So proteins form tissues.
然后那个蛋白质就变成我们的组织。
The tissues form organs.
然后组织就变成我们的器官。
And the organs form our whole body.
然后每一个器官组成来就是成了我们的身体。
So also it's very important to understand that protein is what helps keep our immune system strong.
其实我们要注意到重视的就是，其实我们蛋白质就是会提高我们的免疫系统。
And also forms the things we call neurotransmitters, so our brain can function optimally.
另外一种就是我们会完成我们的神经的传递的一个信号，这样的话对我们的神经的记忆力会更增强。
So the secret is to make sure we ingest and eat the right types of protein.
其实最重要的，我们就知道我们需要吸取，我们会取到哪一种好的我们的蛋白质，就是一个很重要。
So I'm going to have Mark just make a quick comment about what's so special about Zen Fuse and why it supplies the essential proteins we need for our genetic software to work optimally.
那讲到蛋白质呢，我们要邀请我们的 Mark 老师出来的话，去讲一讲我们的 Zen Fuse 里面到底有什么的蛋白质可以令到我们的身体做得那么好。Hello, Mark.
I mean, I love the science, Dr. G.
Mark 说，我真的很喜欢这个我们的技术，我们的技术里面的。
I think the key that Dr. G said is that protein is crucial for cellular health, immunity, and strength.
我们金泡宝博士说，其实蛋白质对我们的身体的健康是一个很重要的一个成分。
And we designed Zen Fuse to be a perfect balance of fast and slow-acting protein to fuel your body optimally.
其实我们的 Zen Fuse 里面就是设计了我们有快速更慢的蛋白质，达到我们不同需要的什么身体的蛋白质需要的蛋白质。
And then the enzymes, pre and probiotic of AM, along with the probiotics and fiber of Fuse, creates an incredible protein and digestive punch for your body.
其实 AM 里面的消化酶跟我们的protein 里面的我们的 Zen Fuse 里面的那个益生菌加起来的话，是一个很好。还有 Zen Fuse 里面的迁移的话，加起来就是我们身体所需要的东西。
Now, a little trick that I do is when I wake up, I take my prime, wait about 15 minutes, then I have my Zen Fuse with my AM in reserve.
其实我一天一醒来的第一件事就是我吞了先吃一粒很好的 Zen Prime， 然后大概15分钟以后我才用我们的 Zen Fuse。
It's the most powerful flush enzymes. You flush toxins, you digest your food, you get your probiotics, and you get your energy.
其实这个是最好的，因为一开始我们的 Zen Prime 就会把我们的消化增强我们的消化，然后吃到我们的 Zen Fuse 进去我们里面的话，就是我们的益生菌就会产生作用，就帮我们消化我们的消化系统。
And my last point is just a lot of times people think a shake is just a meal, but the protein is so crucial, as Dr. G is talking about, for your body to work.
很多人就是误会了，以为是我们吃的shake， 我们的fuse 的话，就是做了一顿饭一样这样吃了一餐的话，但是不单只是这样，其实我fuse 里面的蛋白质是最重要的一个亮点。
And then Dr. G, take us back to science class. And before you wrap, can you make sure you share, everyone can walk away with the 3 things that they need to tell everyone about AM?
我们今天爸爸，我们先还给你，带到我们的科学课里面。最后我想最记得要注意，跟大家讲的话，就是有3件事，他们怎么样去跟大家分享 AM 的重要。
Okay, so back to the proof. You know, we talk about how does AM really change genes, and where is the proof?
我们先回到我们的证据，到底有什么证据，有什么临床的证据，说我们的 AM 真正的可以改善我们的基因。
So last year we did a study with a special group of animals who took AM.
其实我们去年做了一个很好的一个实验，去特许的一群的动物里面，帮他们用了 AM。
So the key genes that are responsible living longer and a healthier life are called the SIRT1 genes.
其实最重要，我们看到有一个叫 CST1 gene 的话，这个是一个很重要的一个基因。这样的话，我们看到的基因呢越来越好。
And the genes that are responsible for allowing stem cells to function long and well and make copies of themselves are called the NANOG and the ECAT genes.
还有你看到第2跟第3种 NANA 跟 ECAT 那两种的基因的话，这个就是负责我们的干细胞怎么样去复制下去，做的越来越好的。这2种基因就是控制我们的干细胞的复制。
So as the animals were fed AM each week for 4 weeks, we see the SIRT gene get more and more active, as you see here in the bigger square.
你看到其实我们有4个礼拜，每天都给他们服用我们的 AM。你看到第1种的我们是 SIRT1 那个基因的话，你看到它越来越活跃。
And we saw the exact same thing happen for the stem cell genes.
你也看到我们的干细胞的基因，那2种干细胞的基因也是越来越活跃。
And this is the first time ever we know of a nutraceutical product that actually showed the proof that it turns back on the genes for health, longevity, and stem cell function.
其实这是世界上历史上只有一种的营养品，有这个的证据到知道我们的基因里面用的这个营养品里面，我们的基因会越来越活跃，越来越好。
So, what are the key things we need in the morning in order to start our day with optimal energy and ideal focus?
其实我们最重要早上呢，需要怎么样的关键的东西去把我们的精力跟我们的集中力去提高我们的精力跟集中力了。
So we need protein and we need the fatty acids from our breakfast in order to create strengthen our muscles and enhance the immune function.
我们需要我们的蛋白质，我们的从早餐摄取的蛋白质，还有我们的摄取到我们的脂肪，去增强我们的免疫功能。
And the special compounds that are released in our brain called neurotransmitters for mental focus and memory.
还有我们这样的话，我们就可以怎么样去把我们的神经里面的释放的那个信号，释放多一点那种信号，这样的话，我们集中力就会增强。
We needed 2 key types of protein for immediate access and use, and protein that will allow us to have long-term access to it.
我们需要2种不同的蛋白质，一种就是快的蛋白质，我们一需要的话就可以用；另外一种就是长期慢慢释放出来的一个蛋白质。
And this is so we can maintain our energy and focus throughout the day.
这样的话，我们可以维持我们一天需要的整天的我们的能量，我们的集中力。
We need special digestive enzymes so we can get more value from the food we're eating throughout the day.
我们需要我们很多特殊的消化酶去消化我们不同我们取到的食物。
And the digestive enzymes, probiotics and prebiotics, we get from Zen Prime and from AM and PM.
其实我们这种的消化酶，我们的益生菌跟益生元的话，其实就在我们的 Zen Prime 跟 AM 里面就可以摄取得到。
The probiotics and prebiotics are very important for immune function and to help metabolize key vitamins and minerals.
其实我们的益生菌跟我们的益生元是在免疫系统、消化系统里面是一个很重要的一个环节。所以我们的 AM 里面的跟 Prime 的益生菌是非常的重要。
And again, both of these compounds and ingredients are supplied by AM and Zen Prime.
其实这两种最需要的我们的益生菌消化酶，就在我们的 AM 跟 Zen Prime 里面就可以得到。
So let's take a quick look at if we want to keep our body in optimal composition, less fat, more muscle, and more energy, what do we use?
其实我们要看看，我们要保持我们身体最佳的组合的，什么少的脂肪，多一点肌肉，要有更多的能量的话，我们需要用什么产品？
So AM, PM, and Zen Fuse and Prime is the secret.
那个其实我们 AM、PM、Zen Fuse 跟 Zen Prime 就是我们的秘密。
So let me summarize. You know, we have 3,000 genes in each one of our cells.
让我总结一下，我们每个细胞里面都有3000种的不同的基因。
We do not inherit genetic certainty, we inherit genetic tendency.
其实我们遗传的我们有一种遗传的倾向，不是每一个遗传的都会遗传到下面，但是我们遗传的有一个倾向。
So that means 70% of our future health is determined by what we do, think, and feel.
其实70%我们的健康，就是包括是我们每天做的、吃的什么、用的什么、我们想什么，其实这个是影响我们的健康。
This includes our lifestyle, our exercise, our diet, and our supplements.
这个就是我们生活方式，我们每天饮食吃的什么，我们吃了什么的补充剂，我们的营养品。
And we can summarize all of this in one word, information.
我们可以把它总结回起来一句话。
So what is Jeunesse giving us the power of?
其实节食可以给到我们什么样的力量？
Jeunesse and the science advisors and doctors are supplying the latest scientific information to you.
其实，在节食里面的我们的医学顾问现在是最新最好的科学资讯给到我们。
Now, information changes how you think.
其实我们的资讯就会改变我们的怎么样的想法。
Your thoughts change how you act or your habits.
其实我们的想法就会改变我们的行为。
Your habits change your daily activity.
我们的习惯就改变了我们每天的日常的活动。
And then your habits and activity actually change your genes.
其实我们每天的活动就是会改变我们实际上我们的基因。
So this all begins with information, which is the source of your real power.
这个就是我们最大的一个能量，最大的资讯可以改变我们的能量力量。
So when we talk about we are human beings programmed by our genetic software.
其实我们每一个人其实我们的人类的程序，我们的基因的软体来控制我们的身体。
So people ask me, if that's the case, who is the programmer of our genetic software?
如果这样的话，谁是我们的我们遗传的这个软体的程式是谁呀
So here's the secret. Every one of us are the programmers of our own genetic software and responsible for our future health.
其实这个秘密就是我们每个人就是控制了我们自己的每个身体的软体，我们就是写我们的程式在我们自己身体里面的，所以是我们自己就是控制了我们的健康。
So we have to think of AM and PM as well as Zen Fuse and Prime as upgrades of our genetic software.
我
Amazing
们要
product.
想一想啊，我们要想想，其实我们的 AMPM 就是把我们的软体去升级。
Products designed to improve the quality and energy and focus for us on a daily basis.
其实我们的产品就是设计上怎么样去把我们的每天的能量、我们的品质、我们的日常的生活提高我们的品质。
So since I've given you the information, that information is the secret to power.
现在我给了大家很多资讯，其实这种资讯就是我们的能量，我们的力量。
So this means you are the programmer of your genetic software.
其实你自己就是你自己的程式系，就是自己把自己的软体怎么样去把它是升级。
And this information gives you the best way to predict your future health, basically by creating it yourself.
其实这种资讯就提供了你自己未来的健康，你怎么样去把握你的健康，怎么样去对待自己是最佳的方式。这样的话，你的认知，你的这种资讯就会给你一个很好的将来的健康的控制。
So I'm going to ask Mark to kind of wrap this up, as it's so important to understand that protein, digestion, and the right products are what allow us to experience the highest quality of health and the highest quality of energy and focus.
我想Mark 最后来一个总结一下，其实我们的最重要，我们的重要的蛋白质，我们重要的维生素，这样的话是怎么样去影响我们的身体，得到我们最好的平衡跟健康。
Now, if you love that science like I did, Dr. G, you get 100 out of 100. Please type in 100 if you've dug the science Dr. G talked about.
如果你真的很喜欢这个科学的话，请在我们的聊天板里面打一个100。
Now, don't go anywhere. We're going to open up to Q&A in a few minutes.
不要走开，其实我们很快就开始我们的问答环节 Q&A。
We're building our momentum. Last week was sleep and repair.
我们现在一直在继续我们的上个礼拜我们讲了我们的睡眠受服。
There's a lot of hundreds, Dr. G, coming in.
有很多100哎。
This week is energy and focus.
今天是我们的能量、力量跟我们的专注力。
Next week is going to be digestion and metabolism.
下个礼拜就是我们的消化跟我们的新陈代谢。
So I want you to focus on your energy and your focus this week. Am, Fuse, Prime, and live the plan.
这个礼拜就是我们要注意我们的 AM、我们的 Fuse 跟我们的 Prime， 我们一定要有一个很有能量的一个礼拜。
And of course, keep taking your PM so you maximize your sleep and repair.
当然你要继续拿你的 PM， 这样的话你会有很好的睡眠跟修复。
Standing ovation, Dr. G. And before we go to Q&A, let's bring in the man himself.
我们真的很感谢Dr. Jim 爸爸博士，我们现在给一个鼓掌，谢谢 Jim 爸爸博士。
We go from one legend to another legend.
我们从一个传说到另外一个传说，另一个高峰。
The health legend of Dr. G and Papa to the business legend of my brother, the man who really helped Zen take on all of Greater China, my brother, Mr. Samson Lee.
我们从我们的 Jim 爸爸博士到现在，我们带到我们大领导我们的 Samson。
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. 大家好，哇，今天太棒了，我们真的很幸福，有那几个礼拜一个机会跟 Mark 跟Dr. Jim Papa 学什么是健康啊，不是整个身体而已，是每一个细胞怎么活的哦。希望大家好好有你的笔记学到，这是很好用的那个 knowledge 这个东西，因为如果这个 program 很简单，如果我们懂为什么我们身体需要那些东西，因为我们年轻的时候健康的时候不需要嘛，但年纪开始大了，30几、40几、50几、60几下去呢，我们的身体需要真的好好保养。没有产品很像我们的 Zen 28的那个 规定那个 program 跟那个 Dr. Jim Papa 的 AM/PM， 帮我们每一天可以更有那些力量去活得更好。其实现在最重要，知道吗？健康可以说比钱重要啊。所以希望大家真的用你的心好好听清楚，然后用你的心去跟更多的朋友分享啊。下个礼拜我们还有，所以下个礼拜也可以约更多人来听我们的 Mark McDonald 跟 Dr. Jim Papa。谢谢大家 ，Back to you, Mark.
Samson Lee, man, you inspire me.
You.
So everyone, you have your marching orders.
大家我们真的一个很好的一天一个晚上。
You're gonna rock the workout. You're gonna focus on energy and focus.
我们真的要集中，我们真的要做运动，然后我增加我们的注意力。
You're gonna live the program.
我们要把我们的活去，我们这个计划一直活下去。
Share the power of what you learned from Dr. G and the leadership from Mr. Samson Lee.
我们要分享我们今天学到的，在我们的 Jim Papa 博士身体学到的科学，然后在我们在 Samson 的领导学到的，我们怎么样去对待我们的团队。
Dennis Chow, incredible translation.
Thank you very much, Mark.
And now let's bring on Chloe, our superstar from Pasadena, California, to do some quick Q&A.
我们先交给我们的口语领袖。
OK，
And thank you everyone for showing up today.
谢谢大家今天你真的参加这个会议。
那让我们再一次的衷心的感谢 Dr. Vincent G. Papa and Mark 甚至舍去了陪同家人的时间，来跟我们一起在线上学习，所以非常的感恩 Mark。那接下来呢，我就简单的有些问题帮大家请出我们的 Dr. Vincent G. Papa 回答一下，因为时间非常的紧迫 ，G. Papa 还有下一个会议啊。那有人问 Dennis 说16岁，然后学习压力很大，那是否可以用 AM/PM？ 因为我记得是18岁才可以用的，上次说过的。那可是呢，他因为压力，所以可不可以用？还有 Mind 可不可以用？请帮我翻译一下好吗？
Okay, Dr. Jim Papa, the question is, there's a kid a teenager, 16 years old, have a lot of pressure, stress from studying. Can that person start using AM/PM or maybe Mind to settle the stress?
So, stress is one of the key things that causes us to age quickly.
其实压力就是提高我们怎么样去衰老的一个很大的一个影响。
Even at an early age.
不管他是一个年轻的一个小孩，一个女人，一个小孩。
So at 16 years of age, I would recommend they can use 1 a.m. and 1 p.m. at night, but also that's especially the time they need extra protein. And I would, without a question, use Zen Fuse.
其实如果16岁的话，我建议他用一颗的 AM 或者一颗的 PM。如果他真的需要多一点蛋白质的话，就用 Zen Fuse。
Children today, teenagers today do not eat well. They have fast food and they need to have supplemental protein.
其实现在的年轻人其实每天的食物的饮食都不太好，不太有营养，都建议他用多一点 Zen Fuse 好的多一点的营养品补充品。Any suggestion about the Mind?
Yes. Now, Mind works very well, and I recommend Mind for people who are 30 and up, 30 and over, because that's when the body doesn't make the level of key compounds to keep our memory optimal. When we're young, we need those.
其实 Mind 的话，其实他建议大概30岁以上，因为那个30岁以下的话，你自己身体可以制造很多东西的，都不太需要 Mind。
那请问更年期的女性怎么样使用我们的产品？这个请那个翻译一下好吗
？When the ladies, getting the aging, changing period at that time, what recommendation product you suggest they use?
When I'm not sure I understand the question.
When menopause, Dennis, menopause?
Yes, Mark. Yeah.
Menopause.
Yes, of course.
So when menopause occurs, it's due to drops in key hormones, again, progesterone and estrogen. So frequently, the solution is to make the symptoms less radical or less strong. Again, the need is for protein and nutrition.
其实这更年期就是你的激素荷尔蒙不平衡的时候，这样的话你需要的营养的话，就是多一点好的蛋白质跟我们的补充剂营养。
So the right amount of protein and AM and PM will help the transition through menopause be smoother and easier to handle.
这个更年期的话，就是你的 AM、PM 跟我们的好的 same fuse 的话，就是把你的更年期的推慢一点，比较顺畅一点。
And our nutrition centers all around the world, we work with so many people with menopause. The program with AM and PM and the Zen products work incredible.
Mark 说，其实他很多的健身房里面都有很多女生就有这个问题。其实他的 AM、PM 跟我们 Zen 的计划一起用的话，非常有很好的效果。
You just have to keep remembering, as you age, the whole goal for your body is to stay in balance.
其实要记住的话，其实我们一直衰老、一直老的时候，我们的身体的荷尔蒙，其实我们的不够平衡。我们要怎么样把它弄到越来越平衡的话，就是我们的 AM、PM 跟 Zen 的计划里面，就是把我们身体的成分做得越来越平衡。
And fill your nutritional gaps with the necessary nutrients, macro and micro.
其实我们吸收不到的很多的维生素、抗物质、维他命的话，就是我们需要我们很多的补充品在进到我们的身体里面，就是 AM、PM。
So
I think we have time for one more.
Yep.
还有一个问题，最后一个问题。
AM/PM 会让我们引发区血压高吗
？Will AM/PM drive our blood pressure higher?
So AM/PM should, in many patients we've tested in the clinics, actually helps lower your blood pressure.
其实实际上 AM/PM 很多就是把我们的血压降低，不会提高。
OK， 好，因为今天呢 ，Dr. Vincent 爸爸有别的会议马上召开，所以今天只能到这儿。但是呢，我跟大家要告诉一个好消息，我们在这个月的最后一堂课呢，我们全部都是用1个小时的时间来为大家解答所有的问题，所以大家可以任性的来提出问题啊。那今天呢，我们的课程就到此结束了。下一个星期的课程更加的精彩，所以期待我们每一位大家都来到我们的这场现场的直播秀。那我们下周再见啦 ！Very appreciate Mark, you know not to stay with your family and with us work together today. So very appreciate. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm with my other family. We're all family. Mwah!
我们全部都是一家人，谢谢 ，Thank you。
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr.
Good evening, everybody.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Mark.
Everybody.
See you Friday.
Friday.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Jeunesse, we are redefining youth.